Alright, we got game one. Seems like a keepable hand. Playing against Odric. And at least 3 other creatures attack, so probably not a bad matchup for us. Not too many wraths in this deck, but a few. They play it for a reason. Gotta love Mana Tithe. I mean, I'm playing blue, so you know, you have to expect a Force Spike or a Daze or something like that. Two or more basic lands. I think that one's probably worse. Nope, thank you. I don't know if I needed to do that. Censor that. He gets his Odric. Oh, not drawing a land is not good. I'd like to get to that terminus. Odric's strange. Like, actually, his ability doesn't really matter. Unless I have Dragonlord Ojutai. It doesn't do a lot. Let's just stall it for a turn. Why can we not draw a land? I think I have to counter it this time. Alright, Snapcaster's at least something. Still not drawing any lands. Up to 9 commander damage. Not the biggest deal in the world. I don't know if he's going to walk into another Mana Tithe. You got it. Nothing in there worth Snapcastering. Alright. Sure would be nice to draw a land. been a lot of turns since I've drawn a land. Alright, do I don't think I swords yet. I don't think it's right. I think I swords end a turn. Unless I can Snapcaster Mana tie something. I doubt that. He's got way too much mana. Alright, well, I Swords Hero Blade Hold. That's an easy one. A land. A 12 commander damage. These are my counter spells that are active now. I think I'd rather gain 4 life, counter target spell. I need to draw a card to try and ensure a land. Make this Terminus good. Do I take 5 damage? I guess I do. This probably would have gone a lot differently had I drawn lands. I had to stop in the damage steps so that I had a double striker with Jit on it. I'll just have to remember that next time. That's tough. Do I Snapcaster? No, I just dismiss it. Least versatile. Prevent all damage that we dealt. Is that good enough? His name Odric? Leaving my counterspells down. I don't know. Mystic Confluence, if I draw a land, lets me bounce 3 things. Still in a pretty bad way. Mostly because I just haven't drawn any lands. That ink moth, or the blink moth, is probably going to be the biggest problem. The ink moth doesn't worry me too much. Alright. Couldn't actually have counted that. Not a land. So we can take 1 damage, but not 2. I mean, it's turn 10, and I don't even take a damage. I'm not sure it was right. If he has removal for Snapcaster, I'm dead. But nothing I can do about it. Just didn't draw any lands. to blocks. Keeps us in the game for now. What else does this do? Return target creature with converted cat at mana cost from the graveyard to the battlefield. So, and gain 4 life. All right, that's a thing. Lightning Greaves? Just like 1 more mana and I would have... Am I dead? There's nothing I can do. Alright. That happens. No big deal. We can't actually play matches on Magic. Alright, so let's try another one. And set that up, those options. Oops. 25 minutes. Post a new match. Hopefully you can get a game very quickly. Clear these. Make sure there's no other games. Alright, so the first run was not great. Didn't draw any lands. It happens. Hopefully we can actually draw lands this time. I mean, I think I would have been fine. Like, I had a lot of answers. I just couldn't draw any lands. So I guess that's why I had a bunch of answers. But even trading 1 or 2 of those answers for a land would have been pretty darn good. That Terminus especially was pretty good. I mean, I started with 3 lands in my starting hand, and I just didn't draw any for like 5 turns, and then it's largely too late. Oh, it's the evening. Why can I not find a game? Strange. Somebody will join soon enough. Dragonlord Ojutai. Thought this looked like a fun deck. As I said before, I found it in the 5.0s. I saw Dragonlord Ojutai, and I just had to try it. It's a fun creature. Can't find a game though. It's pretty rare. it's so slow tonight. Usually there's something going on. Same thing. Nothing going on in the just for fun. Nothing's ever going on. And it's always just for fun or tournament practice. Why can I not find a game? Come on, I really want to try out this deck. I just, like the first game I didn't draw any lands. And so like I still haven't really tried out the deck. I think that would have been a fine matchup, but I just drew no lands. And now I'd like to... play a game. This is unusual. I guess we switch to the Just for Fun leagues. Just for now. I'm still trying out the deck. I don't know if this is a Just for Fun kind of deck, though. Might annoy some people. Looks passable. What are we playing? Sliver High Lord. This is so mean, but I'm gonna do it. Like I said, this might not be a just for fun kind of deck. Alright. Trickbind's an interesting card. You don't see it in many decks. He's gonna hate me. Just in case, we'll do this, this sorcery. Drawing lands this time. Nothing I can do about that. I can trick bind that, but I don't think it's worth trick binding. He's already drawn quite a few lands. Can we draw a land? Reflecting Pool, that's pretty good. Did that wrong. It's a pretty good thing, I think. Alright. If I learned anything from Standard, it's that hitting with Dragonlord Ojutai feels a lot like winning. Look at the top 3 cards, put one in your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library. I guess we take Exclude? Yeah, I think exclude is right. Don't like putting a wasteland at the bottom of my library, but still can't cast Sliver. Take the land this time? Probably. I'm gonna stop that. Guess Ojutai's command. Better than the lands. If he plays another... I can trick behind the Nissa? With 2 Planeswalker cards. He's obviously playing a Super Friends deck. Oh, he puts them into play? I did not realize that. I didn't read the card. Land? Or does he not have to reveal it? It's a non-creature non... So we got nothing. Feels pretty good. Council's Judgment, Ancient Tomb. Okay. I mean, you can't play a match, so whatever. We won that one. Felt kind of good, but not very good. Like to do that to somebody in a just for fun room. There's no games forming, so like I don't know. Let's see if we can get a tournament practice. I don't get why there's no games forming. That was a lot of counter spells and swinging with Ojutai though. Gotta love that. I actually have to admit I didn't notice that Venser would kill Soren. I just cast Venser to get rid of one of the counter spells. I didn't really want to have to worry about attacking. I wanted to hit him, not the planeswalkers. So Sliver Queen planeswalker deck is interesting. Let's turn off these filters. Is there... Who did I just play? I don't really want to have to do that to the same person, but there's no games for me for some reason. Oh, there we go. We got our other game to start. I don't want to just join a league with a deck I haven't tested yet. Non-artifact, non-land. I guess we keep this. Doesn't look great. Just doesn't do a whole lot. Oh, he's playing Shu Yun. That's interesting. He drops a blue land, which means a monastery swift fears isn't coming. Play that untapped. I'd rather have the other Mox right now. I'd happily discard one of these lands. That's pretty good. Let's drop the island. Wouldn't mind force spiking Shunyu. Ancient Den. Wonder why he's playing an artifact land. I doubt that's an accident. Maybe it's a Shuyun equipment deck with Metalcraft or something? Maybe we force spike this. Oh, we definitely force spike that. Oh, disallow is fantastic. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. He only left white open, so unless he's playing Mana Tithe. I don't know, do I cast my commander? He can't play Shuyun this turn. I don't know what else he has planned. We're trying out the deck. Let's see what happens when we cast your commander. Ojutai is pretty good here. We have the Oblivion Ring. If he tries some removal on Ojutai, when I swing with it, I've got the Dismiss. I guess I miscounted on the lands on the Shuyun. He can't cast Shuyun this turn. Does he? Yes. At least we don't have to worry about removal. Let's draw and see what we get before we Oblivion Ring. We could get Swords of Posture. And that would allow us to leave Dismiss open. Okay, we can leave Counterspell open. That's just about as good. So let's do that one. We do need a white and a blue. The blue doesn't matter, but Oblivion Ring. Shuyun is a dangerous commander to just leave around. He can easily end you in one turn. And I'm not interested in that. Ugin's pretty awesome. That seems late. Let's put that on the bottom. I'm not really interested in removing Dragonlord if I can stop it. It went to your command zone. You have to change it so that it goes to your exile instead of your command zone if you have Disenchant in your hand. Surprised how many people are playing Artifact and Enchantment Removal. I found it to be pretty bad. I mean, this deck is obviously an exception to play. It's white, so we play a ton of it. But a lot of times it just ends up being a dead card in your hand, and dead cards are not fun. Oh, jeez. Factor Fiction, Snapcaster Mage, Arid Mesa. That's crazy. I guess Factor Fiction. It's pretty bonkers. Take a turn off playing a land. It's fine. Got 2 counter spells up. Shuyun's not resolving. Do we dismiss it to draw a card? No. If we can just counterspell something, we counterspell something so that we can Factor Fiction. leaves the Dragonlord a little vulnerable if he's got an instant. Oh, Mystic Tutor allows me to pick when I draw. I don't know if that's worth it. This card's pretty amazing. Wow. Narset? Just a land? Let's play Narset. Okay. He just gives up. No, that one's a buddies only. Is this the same guy? I hope not. I just don't. Kind of a mean deck to do to purge somebody twice. Okay, different guy. I guess it's keepable. Lands and spells, we can cast those spells for the most part. That's pretty good. Whenever another creature dies, you may put a... Unexpectedly absent is interesting. If you catch somebody shuffling, you can just do it for 0. Do we click? Do we click end of turn? Do we look at his hand or my hand? All right. It's interesting. I forgot to update for this for the last game. All right. So it's another one. All right, new game. It seems good. What are these? Deals combat damage, create that many tokens. Keep. Interesting deck to play against. Got the force on the Mystic Confluence if I need to. Obviously Jace is going down on turn 2 with force backup. Okay. He's not playing anything turn 1. Do I want that? I don't think I have time to cast it right now. What did he do? He did top a library. Do we force Mana Lake now? I don't think there's anything worth forcing just yet. I'd rather protect my Jace with that force if I have to. I'm not sure we... Guess he tapped his mana to F8. Apparently he F8 because they just dropped right down. Probably protect it with this Jace and the Force of Will. Okay, you got a hideaway land. I think I activate Jace on the end of his turn. He's still not doing anything. It's good for us. Those are both great spells. Let's cast a Reflecting Pool. Not cast, but play. We Mana Tithe, his commander. Get rid of this Jace. And Oblivion Ring's pretty good. It seems like a fairly casual deck. I don't know if this is... I mean, this is the tournament practice room. I know it's not... Tournament practice is less than actually playing in a tournament. You're testing out decks to see if they're tournament viable. I'm not sure this deck should have made it out of the just for fun. I don't want to come down on people's decks. Maybe it's better than I think it is. But 2 4-mana commanders... Mana Leak loses value over time, especially if he actually cultivates. Alright, he doesn't want to play against counter spells. Oh, one moment, got a package. Yes. Thank you. Yep. The cable. It was supposed to arrive yesterday, but it got lost in transit. They had to make a new order. Yeah, it got lost in transit. Never had that happen. I don't know, it was Amazon Logistics too, so. So we can play with that later. Nope, didn't save. Alright. Clear these filters. There's probably, there we go. Oh, no, he found a match. How do I get this thing? It keeps opening up on the wrong window, like constantly, and it's really annoying. See, and it moved it right back over. Alright, let's go. Versus Tana. Oh, Azuri. Two seems keepable. Not great. MTG bot says that's Tana the Bloodsower. Don't know what that means. I don't even know what that card is, but it's Azuri. We'll take both of these. Those are fine. The planar cleansing is probably pretty good. Using a planar talisman to destroy a talisman sucks a little bit, but I think it's the right plan against what's clearly an elf deck. Okay. I don't really want to cast Remand here. That's fine. If I cast it, I've got nothing going on next turn. Alright. Didn't even take a damage. All of our blue causes us pain right now. Need to slow this guy down. Draws us a card too. Sure would like drawn. I guess we Mazavith right now. Don't have enough mana to exclude and activate Core Haven. Maze is just cheaper. Definitely looking to exclude his commander. Okay, you got... Well, those aren't legendary, are they? Do we take 2 damage to dissipate that? Untap target legendary permanent. That's pretty good, isn't it? Wow. It's actually really awesome. Do we cast our commander? He hasn't done a lot yet. We stalled him. He's at 6 mana. He can cast a Primeval Titan. I don't think we do. I never noticed Manamos in the deck. That's actually really good. cast your commander? Okay. That doesn't worry me too much. Might be time to planar cleansing if he casts his commander. Alright. What I can do there. Alright. That's interesting. Yeah, I think I'm definitely looking for him to lead off into a planar cleansing. He can't really do much of anything to me right now. Do I want to cast anything? I don't know if Fencer does much. Jace does something, but I think I want to use him after a planar cleansing. Oh man, dude. Is all my mana bad? This is the worst mana ever, isn't it? Oh well. No, they don't die, do they? I didn't read Azuri. The Basilisk color goes. Yeah, that can't be correct. All right. Didn't do anything. Draw a good land, a fetch land, and I can get a tundra with. Jace is a thing. Alright, I was going to actually help him, because that is somewhat counterintuitive. You have to read the chat, or it says on the card 1 vote. Alright. Alright. That's pretty good. Because if he still had the Jit, one thing he could do is just put it on the Arbor Elf. Flip Jace. I think misdirection's probably pretty bad at this point, or miscalculation. Actually, I have both those cards. 1 target card gets plus. Alright, that's... He's got to go. I'm not going to count that. Because I don't know how that would have ended. I think it was working on well for us, but I was kind of running out of steam a little bit. Not a lot. This one says competitive. Yes, please. Hallowed Fountain, exclude, miscalc. Playing against Gitrog. Okay. Do I Enlighten Tutor for anything? Not yet. Do I take 2 damage to feign a spell? No. Not on the draw, I don't think. Or to play. Alright, I gotta... and get some Bayou. So all fine and good. I think it's fine to stop the, I guess it's not ramp, but I'm sure it gets him a good land. Alright, Trick Bine's interesting. I don't think I want that right now. I'd rather have a land. Kind of need a land. can't stop that. Alright. It's pretty good. It's kind of a combo deck. So Vendilion Click might be good, is what I was going to say. He can cast it next turn. I can Force Spike it. Let's see, he plays a duo land. Maybe I should have clicked in his upkeep. I don't know. Or his draws phase, rather. Jamming it again. I just drew this. Your thing said competitive, so hopefully he can't get too mad. We'll click on the end step. Season Pass just gets back Ugin. Oh well. Hopefully we can counter it. Oh, it doesn't get back Ugin because I put it in his graveyard. Let's go Tundra. So you can Season Pass for nothing. Darn glad I got rid of that Ugin. Alright. He has to reveal this one. So that. These are in play. Damnation. You can't cast it right now. All right. Do I Enlighten Tutor for something? I don't think I do. I need a counterspell. Jace isn't great. Guess we get the probe. Okay. And Mystic Gate. Negate's pretty good. He can get Rug now, and I can't really stop it. Unless he does that. Well, that's a lot of... It's a decent amount of mana. Alright. Alright, he gets it back. Alright. I could have trick binded Eternal Witness, actually. I maybe should have. Wasteland would be nice for that coffers. At least the coffers is only getting him 2 mana right now. 1 mana? Alright. It's almost all of his mana. I think I Enlightened Tutor for a Oblivion Ring. Okay, he draws some cards. It's actually pretty good for him. I can just Wrath, can't I? Do I Wrath? Yeah, he's getting more mana. Alright. Oh, I could have trick binded that. Learn to play trick bind, bro. Because he can kill Ugin. Or just shred my hand. I should have trick binded 2 things now. I'd actually probably be alright now. That's a big mistake. Demonic Tutor, huh? That's interesting. Did he get back the Wrath? He got back the Wrath. I'm in a lot of trouble, actually. Trick Binding Shred Memory wouldn't have done anything. I should have Trick Binded Eternal Witness. I'd still have yeah, he's got too much value, and I just let him. It's apparently a pretty tough deck. I mean, it's Demonic Tutor, huh? Jeez. The value engine. Alright. Let's sack this. I guess Irrigated Farmland can still... that snow-covered island is technically... Wow. Technically a flooded strand, or a Celestial Colonnade. Alright, if he wants to Wrath to get rid of this, he's welcome to. And pretend we're holding something up. We're not. Sack Cabal Coffers, would you? That would be great. I don't know if we can attack. I should maybe left this open. No, it's still can't block the Get Rock monster. It's got Death Touch anyways. Oh, he didn't sack Cabal Coffers. That's too bad. Alright. Black Arrow. You got it. Might have to move on fairly soon. 11 mana, jeez. Where's your Wasteland? We'll just call that GG. Alright. We lost one where we actually did get all our mana. It happens. The only other game I lost, I just didn't get any mana. Would you stop doing that? The client is the worst at remembering where windows were. What are we playing against? Garda, huh? Alright. We'll keep this. What happens if you exile Ugin with the Chrome Mox? Well, people call you bad at Magic because you shouldn't do that. I mean, maybe there's a case where you should, but does it produce just colorless? Or just play the Windsloth Teeth? I don't see a reason to play Chrome Mox. I'm not sure why Chrome Mox is in like a Drago deck. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I haven't, I played it once actually. It was pretty good for getting Ojutai out a turn earlier. No, not Pain Life. Alright. Miscalculation better in the short term. Oh no. No, 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 no. Not interested in that. Alright, I mean, I'm a blue deck. Do we count that? Like, people just don't like playing this deck. I like playing with this deck. It's a lot of fun. Don't move the window. Okay. This seems slow. And we're against a Vial Smasher deck. This might be too slow. Are we on the play? Let's mulligan. I'll keep this. Ooh. Yeah, I guess so. We get a scry. We get a look at his hand. That seems fine. Alright. Does he take Preordain? And Detention Sphere? I don't think he takes Sphinx's Revolution right now. Revelation? It's not a revolution, it's a revelation. Yeah, Preordain was almost certainly correct. Alright. Terminate, Murderous Cut, Lightning Bolt, Comet Storm. Alright, not specifically any of those cards are very good at against my hand. Or my deck for that matter. Let's Comet Storm to why does that keep happening? I actually really wanted to know how that one goes. Like, I didn't even counter anything. I don't know if I count those games. I'm trying to tournament practice and there's people who are just giving up earlier than they ever would in a tournament. Geth for 6 mana. This hand looks bad. I mean, I guess we're kind of a Drago. I'm going to try out this hand. He plays first, I think. Yeah, he goes first. Hopefully we don't draw too many lands. Alright, we can Gideon's Intervention Geth. That's interesting. He can't actually do anything about that. Do we play this tapped? Yeah, that's probably fine. It telegraphs our hand a bit. That's pretty good. Two-Eye Gideon's Intermission Geth. Seems good. No. Yeah. Because I can't Venser and then Memory Lapse if he casts something that I want to get rid of. Like that. I don't know if that's right. I can still Force Spike Geth. Or this. You can't cast out Nicholas. Right. I mean, it's tournament practice. You gotta be ready for some counter spells, right? I'm counting that one. Because that's actually been 3 in a row of people. I really wanted to try out the File Smasher matchup. They have a bunch of removal, which is not very good against us, which is actually kind of fantastic. So, maybe that's what he realized. But still, I mean, sometimes you gotta try and play it out. A Loro. Well, that's a thing. Condescend's pretty good. Fortunately, I'm mostly looking to do commander damage. So. Preordain. Don't have anything to do with Brainstorm, but seems good. In case he looks at my hand, then he doesn't know. He knows about the Condescend, nothing I can do about that. But he doesn't know about the Memory Lapse. Okay, he's not looking at my hand. And I just noticed we don't have any white mana. I haven't drawn any white spells either. So I'm drawing the blue half of my deck, apparently. What'd you do that for? Do we brainstorm? Oh, I can put a card back. I think it's Enlightened Tutor. Pay 2 life for... I mean, I guess he's gaining 2 life every turn. I don't know if I'm playing Click right. I'd actually rather play it on his instep this time because we're kind of playing at a draw-go game. You can counter it if you want. Or resolve an instant. Okay. Fine with that. Let's play this first and then play Jace. Seems good. He's so cheap, that's what makes Jace so awesome. He flips next turn. I don't know if he can really pressure him. This Maze of Ith seems pretty dead. I'm inclined to discarding that. Although, yeah, we get a preordain. Look at his hand. You render silent, huh? Okay. Consecrated Sphinx. Enlightened Tutor. Alright. What did he get? Aether Flux. Yeah, I don't see that happening. So he's got, let's Enlightened Tutor is out of the picture. Consecrated Sphinx, Render Silent, lands, and should have played a land first. Oh, both of those are tap lands. That seems, well, do we want the other Jace? I don't think we do. We definitely want the counterspell. Alright. Oh, that's why you don't see Jace's emblem very often. I think this memory lapse is better at countering a counterspell. Does he try for the Sphinx? Yeah, Basilica out of the question. And he has an unknown. We made him discard that. Or we countered it. He doesn't have anything else in his hand right now. Of course, we don't draw a land. No. Should I have Sphinxes for 2? I don't think that's correct. It's actually pretty bad for us. Oh, you can't play Render Silent. I think Jace's -3 is his ultimate. His other ultimate does, especially in Commander, it does nothing. It's like a slow grind kind of deal. Alright, so he didn't play a Prairie Streamlet. He didn't play any land last turn. I think that was a mistake. Going for the Consecrated Sphinx. All he has in his hand. He can render that silent if he wants to. Alright, now he played the Prairie Stream. Let's brainstorm. Can't get rid of these. Play a land. Put Terminate. I guess I can Mystic Tutor. In that case, let's put back these two things. One second.
Hello, Internet.
Okay.
I don't know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, I'll stay with.
Hey, how's it going, Lord Tsar? This has actually been a very grindy game so far. Kind of a lot of fun. Mystic Confluence right here is bonkers. I think it just earned the ridiculous amount I had to pay for it. Very cool. Playing multiplayer Commander? I mean, there's a couple other multiplayer formats, but multiplayer Commander is usually the big one. I played a lot of multiplayer Commander. I started playing this format, and I really like it. Okay. Can't do much against his... Yeah. It's a fast format. There's a lot going on. It's also not cheap. But once you have the staple cards, it's not too bad. What are you doing? You're bribing me? For a creature card? And put that card on the bench. I have to check my deck. Are there any creatures? I forgot I had a creature I could play. There are no... Oh, Vandalia Click, which I played. I wish I could sort by type. Jace I played. Alright, hopefully I didn't miss something. But there are... Yeah, it's getting better. It's getting better about the limited number of commanders. Actually, Baral has gotten worse, I think. Vial Smasher, I think, is the current... oh, he got Fencer. Oh, I forgot Venser was... in my deck. Oops. Nope, doing that wrong. Cancel. Return. Target wizard you control. Oh, that's too bad. Alright. Alright. Could have negated that, but I didn't think there was anything in my... That's very cool. I can't cast anything or activate abilities or anything like that. I can Mystic Tutor, but oh, actually, let's cast Mystic Confluence again. All of these guys. And then I get my Fencer back. Took a little damage from that. I'm not really hurting yet. I don't think I really had an opportunity to play my commander yet. So this is actually a good example. I'm playing Ojutai, and so far the deck has been really good. Like, it's actually even good against the blue decks in the format. Um, it's probably a little better against those than the creature decks. Do I mana tie this? And no, he's still got mana open. Alright, you got it. He doesn't have a Consecrated Sphinx in his hand anymore, so this isn't nearly as threatening. It was a mistake letting him bribe me, but I wanted to keep the whatchamacallit in my hand. Let's see, let's go white, blue, Dust Bowl, Oblivion Ring. Gotta be able to cast spells on his turn, otherwise my deck doesn't do much of anything. Oh, I didn't play the temple. That was actually pretty bad. Granted, Ojutai is a blue deck, so like mostly the blue decks are what's good. But I was playing whenever you gain life, you get negated. Card's too good. I was playing Titania. I actually, the only game I've lost with this where I sure. Take 2 more damage. Play the temple. I'm not interested in another land. Although it might be getting close to time to casting my commander. Okay. I don't know if it's time. We'll give it a shot. Still have mana leak. I think wrathing it's the worst he can do. He's at 68 life. That's insane. Marath is another non-blue deck that's been doing pretty good in the format. Brea's blue, so Brea doesn't count. So there's some non-blue cards, commanders in the format. All right, I'm just gonna let that one go. He actually had to pay 4 for Wrath. Not that his life really matters. I can Venser things and return him. It's actually pretty good. Start with lands. Ugin's pretty good. Do I flash something back? It eats up my mana that I could be using for Ugin. Sphinx's Revelation's pretty good. I guess Ugin doesn't do much of anything. If he wants to counter that, that's actually fine with me. Alright, and we do Drew Dissipate, so that's pretty good. And gain 5 life. I didn't keep Riptide Lavatory up, because I wasn't sure what kind of land I'd draw. Probably could have. Do we play Narset? Narset's pretty good. I think this is running away with him very, very quickly. Exactly enough to return Venser and recast it. I actually have more than enough. Jeez, this is just getting nuts. Okay. Ugin still doesn't do much of anything. Just hold up all this stuff. Start dust bowling him too. He knows I have a dismiss. Does that matter? I think it does matter. You play that for a reason. Alright. I think that was a mistake. But you're welcome to do that. Do I play my commander now? I'm not killing him. I think he might be realizing that. Let's go. 1, 2. We got Stubborn Denial and Dissipate up. Get an emblem next turn. Okay, I win. Whew, that one definitely counts. I earned that win. Whew. Alright. I enjoyed that match though. That was a lot of fun. It really tested me. Alright, no more matches right now. Let's host one. Over here, make sure no other matches are forming. Alright, we got another one. I would like to play first, yes. This seems great. Playing against Gave. It's hard not to love any hand with Ancestral Vision in it. Sensor's pretty good in the early game.
Jamie, could you pull my headphones next to you and just kind of like throw them in my direction?
Yeah, sure.
Just toss them right there.
That was a bad throw.
That is nowhere near me.
It's close.
No, it is not, because I wanted to save time by not having to look for them. Thank you. Muchas gracias, senor.
Say something or another. Carpet of Flowers is pretty bad against me, or good against me. Can't do anything about that.
Fuck is my phone? This cannot happen right now. Fucking now, I'm late. I'm like, work, take my fucking shit.
Bye, honey. Have a good night. Still only played one island. Don't have many islands in my deck. So I guess Carpet of Flowers isn't the greatest. It's kind of like a mana rock for 1 mana. He has 0 swamps. Alright. Click on it to cast it. And pick me. Pay 1. The snow-covered island is actually supposed to be a celestial colonnade. It actually would have entered the battlefield tapped, and I wouldn't have had any blue mana on turn 1. So it's arguably better now than it was. Do I want Sword of Vengeance? It seems pretty good. Alright. Discard an island. Yeah, sword cost extra mana. Let's see if he has an extra. Can't cast things during his turn. I have to dismiss that. He can probably just do something to Ojutai, but not much I can do about that. Alright. So if I spend 5 mana, I don't have enough. So I guess we temple, or do we attack first? Alright. I don't know why he gave up there. I mean, I'm in tournament practice. I mean, I should maybe arguably play a league with this, but I mean, it's tournament practice. You can't really complain that somebody's countering all your spells, or I don't know, people just keep quitting on me. Never miss it. We'll keep this. I'm not sure if it's right. But let's play Flooded Strand. Haven't seen a Niv Mizzet deck. Not sure how good that is in this format. It's decent. Let's go with that. Scalding Tarn. I should have sacked the land and got a Hallowed Fountain. It's your turn. Okay, he played a land. Let's get a Hallowed Fountain. And no thank you. And let's get a Prairie Stream. I guess we go for the trifecta here. Yeah, there might be something like that going on. I think we just grab a Plains. Calciform Pools is good. Yeah. It seems a little janky for 1v1 commander. Could be wrong. Alright, you can have a mana rock. The color of a card in your graveyard. There are no colored cards in his graveyard right now. Let's put a storage counter on Calciform Pools. I don't think I go counter spells down. You can draw 2 cards. Do I probably don't. Let's just put a storage counter on. Negate's pretty good. Alright. Spider time. Your commander does not resolve. I mean, if you just give me the censor, I'm going to censor it. Do I Sphinx his Revelation for 3 if he doesn't make me cast a spell? I don't know, I'd have to discard probably. And I don't get a counter on my Calciform Pools. I think the counter is actually better right now. Sphinxes will be better late game when I run out of spells. Negate. Chandra. censor your negate. Guess it didn't end up mattering. Put a storage counter on calciform pools. Thank you. What's this? Dragon? Just in case. And one other mana. Oops. Move. Add white. Pay 1. What? Don't know how that works, but okay. Kind of a little confusing. Untap up to 2. Or get an artifact. Or get countered. I don't like countering this, but well, he gets a Jace. Can make my own Jace. I think I'd rather just have Remand. And then Council's Judgment for Jace. Alright. Yeah, I know. Will of the Council. I don't know why he's playing that exactly. Hoping to get a counterspell here. Memory lapse is gonna have to be good enough. I guess I can't play the Jace because I don't have enough blue mana to double counter. Alright, it's fine. You attack first? Do I Sphinx's Revelation? Two? It's not a great Sphinx's Revolution. Let's let him counter it if he wants to counter it. Gets a counterspell out of his hand. Well, a Snapcaster Mage out of his hand. He gets the loot. But I did go shields down a little bit. Alright, you can draw. Oh, I could have frickin' misdirectioned that. That was a big mistake, actually. Stubborn denial. Just hold up a world of counter spells. Alright, you got it. I think I pitched Jace to misdirection this. And then remand the rewind. Oh. Stubborn denial. Alright. Yeah, he was 2-turn clock. He wasn't going to get any spells to resolve. Alright. That was, that was pretty fun. I think I'm going to play a couple more matches and then switch decks. I got a few decks I can try out. I cannot join this game. So this other game. I wish I knew some way that Magic would leave my windows in the same place. But it won't. We'll go first. Narset. We have no colored mana. So I don't think the Wasteland plan is particularly great. So let's keep. Council's Judgment's pretty good. I think I do want this land. I know what the top card is, but I'm still going to probe for mana. And then, where'd my snipping tool go? New. Time Warp, huh? Wrath of God, Beacon of Tomorrows. Okay. Really love Commanders where Stubborn Denial is live. Yeah. Stubborn Denial is. I was playing it in Tassiger as well. It's pretty good there. He can't do much of anything, so I think I play this Talisman. I don't know, maybe there's something magic he can do, but I'm just gonna go for the Talisman play. Yeah, it's pretty good in Tassiger. Except one time I made the mistake of, like, I got so used to it being live, like, all the time, that I forgot that it wasn't. And I cast a really bad one. It was a total punt. Ancestral's pretty good. It's still pretty early. I still don't. I'd rather have a counter spell for Narset than a Council's Judgment. Council's Judgment is good, but if he somehow manages to... I can't tech edge him. If he somehow manages to give it haste, then that's pretty good. I don't have a blue spell for this misdirect. Yeah, misdirection would only could be good against a counter. It's great against counters. What's going on here? Alright, he's expecting a counterspell. I maybe could have Ojutied, lured him into playing it. He's fighting against this thing though. Oh, that's pretty good. So no, we don't Ojutai. Because he can't counter that. So if he's hoping to keep counterspell mana up, it's not going to work. Oh, I don't. Yeah, I do have 2 white. Shoot. He just brainstormed to put the Temporal Mastery back. Take an extra turn after this one. Does he have enough mana to cast it? Yeah, he does. See, this is why I need a counterspell. Oh, I could have... Tech Edge, the Rogue's Passage, I think. That was probably wrong. Because he can cast his commander. I think I just let him do it. And Rogue's Passage actually isn't that good against me. I wasn't thinking. I'm looking to keep his commander off the battlefield in the first place. You got it. Now, if he doesn't have a way to give it haste, that's pretty good. Blue and white. Can't counter that. I think it's all his mana now. Yeah, it's definitely all his mana with the Vivid Creek tapped. Going for it again. Means he's not countering. Alright, so that's an Explorer. A 5-mana Explorer. This Narset. Okay. So he had to do that to get enough mana. Yes, please. Targeting me. Alright, we get a land. We get a condescend. All very good. Let's play the calciform pools. And then white, white, Council's Judgment. Guess what I pick? I pick Narset. Do you pick Narset too? Yeah, figured you would. Alright, so it's at least another turn before he can... Alright. I think if he's getting the triggered ability from Narset, I'm in a bad way no matter what. Put a storage counter. Ooh, another Wrath. That's pretty good. Do I cast my commander? Commander feels greedy. I just got a ton of value here. Commander makes the Wrath no good as well. I think it's worth spell piercing. The Foff. They still have a Wrath? Does he did he have a Wrath? Oh yeah, he still, unless he put it back with you're not gonna like what happens here, bro. Counter target spell, draw a card. Your Narset is going to cost $1 million. This is the problem with Narset, is like his whole deck hinges around this. Like he doesn't really have a plan B. If he can't ever get Narset to stick and attack, I don't know. I mean, maybe some big mana spells eventually start working out for him, but as far as I've seen, these decks just kind of die to somebody who actually has a plan against them, who can stop Narset from ever attacking. Let's get a Hallowed Fountain. Tapped. Negate's pretty good. Oh, I should have put a counter on calciform pools. Wasn't thinking. Could have just gotten a Tundra. Alright, so yeah, he does still have Narset. Like, there's a few cards that are in his deck that could maybe do some harm to me. Mind Stone's not one of them. Yeah, so we haven't seen the Beacon of Tomorrows. We saw the Time Orb. So I don't know what he put back with Brainstorm, but he could just be sitting on Beacon of Tomorrows and Time Orb. Is that a sorcery? Sorcery. Good to know. let's get an island and Sphinx's Revelation for, what's that, 3? 2? 3? I guess I'd go all the way. If he wants to counter it, I can try misdirectioning. If he's got a second counter. Oh, 5 lands, jeez. I guess at least they're not in my deck, the top of my deck anymore. That's pretty bad. What does Teleria West get? I think now it's time to cast my commander. Well, he might have a Wrath. Do I let it go? I play into the Wrath? I think it's fine. I don't know as I do anything else. Let's discard an island. We've got a ton of islands. Maybe could have discarded Chrome Mox. All right. And a Signet. Wow. Alright, so Teleria West only gets lands and... Is there a value land or something I can get? Speaking of today. Riptide Laboratory... Core Haven? Target Dust Bowl. Start messing with his lands. It's actually pretty decent. You can have the bad beacon at tomorrow's if he wants it. It's fine. It's so expensive for an explorer. If he manages to pull off a Narset, I don't even know. I think I can just Wrath and not Condescend. And save the Condescend. With Storm of One. You got, is it Boiler Works? Okay. Alright, yeah, he was dying to the Dust Bowl. That, I think that it was actually definitely the correct play, was to get that Dust Bowl. Alright. Played a bunch of janky kind of decks. This Buddies only. Alright, there we go. So, I'll do one more, and then I've got a few other decks I'd like to try out. This one has been really good, actually. I'm really surprised at how good it's been. Progenitus. So is this just a Super Friends deck? Do I keep this? This hand looks awful. It's decent. I got 2 Nevermore effects. I just don't think this does anything. Let's mulligan. This looks keepable. I'm not in love with Nevermore, especially since I'm not naming his commander with Nevermore. It might be better in other matchups, but right now, can I get a Wasteland? Can I please get a Wasteland? Alright, you get a Rampant Growth. I got a Calciform Pools. I'll take it. Alright, I don't think he's drawn any lands. Okay, he hasn't drawn any lands. I'm not going to count that one. Well, these games are forming faster. Make another game. And it's still there. There it goes. I mean, has he ever? I don't know if Progenitus. Do you play that card to actually cast it? But this hand looks fine. What are you playing? What is this thing? Veil of the Nightclad. Another creature. Control leaves the battlefield. I'll keep. Other creatures you control have Intimidate. It's a strange card. What is that from? Where's my preview pane? Oh, it's from Origins? Right of Replication? Because then they all die and you lose 5 life for 9 mana. I don't know if I'd call that good. I think I'd call that exactly not good. Oh, you lose 20 life. Fair point. 25 life. Condescend's good. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if the commander isn't pretty janky too. I'm pretty sure Jessian Thief is pretty janky as well. Pay the life. Leave over and condescend and negate. Yeah, I'm also not sure, like, you can get away with playing Rite of Replication in this deck. That seems pretty good thing to negate. He seems like he's a creature deck, so I'm probably not going to get many other targets. Can I get a land? Mana Lake's fine. Hopefully we don't have to use it and we can just foff. I'd really like to foff. Thank you, sir. Chromox isn't great. Is it Snapcaster Mage versus? I don't know if you give me Wasteland. Wasteland and Snapcaster Mage? That can't be right. Wasteland and Snapcaster Mage need to be in different piles. Okay. I'll take the Snapcaster Mage. Sword's pretty good. Jace looks decent. Scry one, then draw a card. Like, can he do anything about it? Maybe he has... I got so much play right now. I might be playing into a counterspell too. I hadn't considered that. I don't think I care. Let's try it. Seems pretty good. Put target commander in the command zone. That's what it says. I don't think he's doing a lot of shuffling. This seems budgety. Oh, Ancient Tomb's still a pretty budget card. Am I going to regret this? He's got 7 mana open. Alright, he just plays his commander. Aqueous form can't be blocked. I have a way to bounce your creature on the table. You sure you want to be putting an enchantment on it? I'll take 1 damage. More importantly, lose 1 life. So I don't actually... Whenever a blue creature enters the battlefield, Condis. Let's render silent. Sure. I'll take that. Is that too much mana? No, that's the right amount of mana. All right. What is this madness that I'm playing against? He's playing a Slitherblade. I mean, unless you're playing Edric. Does Prairie Stream... I don't know if he's looking to play against this kind of a deck. Ogun. Alright, let's attack first. I mean, I gotta take the Sphinx's Revelation, right? One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. He can play his commander if he wants to. I actually still have the swords up. I'll lose 1 life. Alright, that's pretty decisive, but I think that was a pretty janky deck. Shame to quit playing on that note. I'll play one more on this game with this deck. Oh, too slow. Clears these match options. Alright, let's host one. How good is this hand? If I don't draw a land, it's pretty bad. Am I on the draw? Spell Snare is pretty good. Core Haven's fine. I'll keep it. See what happens. What am I playing against? Linvala. Activate abilities of creatures your opponent controls. So, doesn't affect me. And also it's a mono white deck. Alright, is he F8ing? Still haven't drawn a land. That could be pretty bad. Yeah, I think Thalia is clearly the better mono white commander if you're playing mono white. It's gotta be Thalia. No thank you. Alright, well that's something. Jace probably dies, especially since he knows that I didn't drop a land. So it might have been better to just leave up mana. Oh, actually the Linvala does affect me, doesn't it? I'm never seen this art. That's really cool. Let's take a moment to appreciate this. It's so cool. I never really noticed the... Alright, there's a land. Let's draw a card anyways. Another land. Let's pitch Spellsnare, I guess. Not pitching a land. Noah Bradley, is that the artist? Yeah, that is Noah Bradley. You are correct. He has so much mana right now. Can't render silent. Can't condescend. Can't do anything about that. I can definitely condescend that. Bottom. Yeah, 4 spike's pretty bad. When he's got that extra planar lens, I'd rather just have a white mana so I can Council's Judgment it. Do I Council's Judgment the extra planar lens? I think it's correct. Okay. I don't want to cheat people out of things. So sometimes it's not super obvious. You have to know what you're looking for. So if it wouldn't happen in regular Magic, like I just don't want to. Oblivion Ring's pretty good. He can cast his commander next turn, but I'll already have a Jace. That seems fine. No, that's not correct. We do white mana, this one. Oblivion Ring. Minvala. Now, I'm pretty sure this is my only creature with an activated ability. What do we get rid of? Spell Pierce? Ow. Alright. Got another guy quitting on me. Alright, well, I think like 9-2. I actually had like about 3 matches where people quit that I didn't count. I'm gonna have to take this to an actual league because I don't think I'm getting a really good gauge. There's a lot of janky decks in the tournament. Oh, I'm in just for fun. When did that happen? That might be part of the problem. I didn't realize. Alright, well there are definitely janky decks in the just for fun deck room, and that might be why people were quitting. But, at some point I was in the competitive room. Alright, I'm going to try a different deck. I revamped... Okay, I'm going to try the Tasker deck. Now, let me